So, everybody, it's so good to see you all. I'm so glad to be back. I do apologize. It has been a bit of time. Today, what we're going to talk about is COVID, coronavirus. Everyone knows about it, so because past couple of years, that's what we've been talking about. Dealing with the mask, dealing with the illness, dealing with people being in hospitals, dealing with the unfortunate death that has occurred from this virus. I hope you can hear because I have this heater on. I'm really cold. I'm always cold. Okay, so before we get started, please make sure that you are subscribed and following me. Subscribed and following. Make sure you're subscribed so that you'll be notified every time I post, because I'm going to post all kind of informative information about different things. It's about lifestyle in general. So if you want to be healthier by exercise, if you want to be healthier by vitamins, if you want to be healthier by supplemental drinks, if you want to have anti-aging skin products, or you want some products that's better for your hair to help it grow a little bit more, I'm going to talk about it all. So you don't want to miss out. I'm an overall niche type of individual. So I'll cover many different areas because, you know why I cover different areas? Because it's more than one thing that makes us up. And I, in general, have several different issues and things that I am concerned with or I am dealing with. So therefore, I would like to share them with you all because I may be able to give you some tips or maybe be able to tell my story, and then you will say, hey, yeah, me too. Thanks so much. Now I have an idea of what I can try, and maybe, just maybe, it'll work for me. Okay, so let's get started. Make sure you subscribe so you'll be notified, and then I would love a thumbs up for doing my different videos for you all because I want them to be helpful to you all and be able to contribute to your lifestyle. Okay, so here we go. COVID. I'll tell you a real quick story real quick. I tested positive for COVID-19 on New Year's Eve. Isn't that something? New Year's Eve. So we immediately had to separate as a family. We could not celebrate together. Closeness. We did do Zoom. We were able to do that and have fun and count down and watch some different videos together and all that good stuff. But we all had COVID. My husband got it first. Then my doctor got it. I was like, okay, I'm going to beat this. No. Excuse me. I ended up getting it too. So New Year's Eve, boom. First thing that happened to me is I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what's going on? My shoulders, my back, everything is starting to feel kind of sore and achy. You know, like I had worked out, or maybe I pulled a muscle, something like that more. Yeah, it felt like I pulled a muscle or something like that. And I'm like, okay, I haven't been working out like that, so there's no way that's it. I'm like, you know, what's going on? And it started getting worse and getting worse. So I said, since I knew they had COVID already, I needed to go ahead and take the test. And that's what I did. I took the test that evening, and unfortunately it said positive. And I'm like, no! But, you know, I'm thinking positive about it. And I said, well, maybe this is all I'll get, you know, maybe sore muscles and stuff. Maybe I'll beat all the odds of what everybody else has said that they have. I'm sure you've talked with different people, or you know someone personally, or you have even had to experience it yourself. So some people have coughing, some people have a sore throat, some people have maybe, breathing issues. And and some of them have the mild version. So breathing meaning walking up and down the steps, they have to sit halfway down to catch their breath a bit because it's wearing them out. And fatigue. Fatigue is the number one symptom, I believe, that a lot of people talk about. And as the days went on, the symptoms increased for me, you all. That little muscle ache at first that I was hoping that was all I got. No, it got worse. But I was blessed. Don't get me wrong. I was blessed. I didn't have to go to the hospital. I didn't even get to the point where it felt like I needed to go to the hospital. So those are all wonderful things, especially for me, because I do have multiple sclerosis. This is why I really wanted to share this video another reason why I really wanted to share this video with you all, because, people are really concerned about when people have different ailments, diseases, illnesses already, on how that may affect them. And every person is different. With multiple sclerosis, we all have different symptoms. Like the symptoms that I have, I can talk with 10 other people. They're like, oh yeah, I don't have that. I have this or I have that. Everyone's MS is different. And every now and again, you'll have maybe some that say, yeah, I have the headaches, as well as 10 other ones have headaches. But then others may say, well, I can't see that well, or I'm not walking that well, I have numbness, etc. So there's many different symptoms with multiple sclerosis. So what that means is when there's different other viruses that may interact with this disease, doesn't mean that everyone that has MS will have the exact same symptoms. Okay, I'm going to tell you all that there's a lot of people who have gotten vaccinated. No, let me take it back. There are some people that have gotten vaccinated that have multiple sclerosis. I chose not to do that for several reasons. I had to pray to God for this to protect me and guide me through this, of course, this decision. My family did get vaccinated and all that good stuff, but I chose not to do that, like I said, for several reasons. So here we go. I am not vaccinated. I have multiple sclerosis. I am leaning on my faith. And of course, many people said, oh my gosh, that's one of those non-vaxxers. I really don't care about those comments. It doesn't bother me at all. I have my beliefs on what I thought was best for me and having MS. And based on what the doctors have said here on social media, on internet period, on the news, anywhere that you want to look, there are not enough people that have MS to really say, yes, your MS symptoms won't get worse as time goes on. But that's just me, and I diverse. I'm just drifting off a little bit, getting carried away. So I chose not to do that. So here I go. I have multiple sclerosis, and I do not have the vaccination, and I get COVID-19, coronavirus. I get it. Got sore muscles. Take the test. So let's get started with that test. You say, what is that? I thought you had to go to the doctor to get it, or I thought you had to do one of those drive-thrus. They do offer those, and I did take advantage of that as well, but not at first. I went to Walgreens and bought home tests. My husband already has COVID. My daughter had COVID. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just go get some home tests so then we could just do this. So I went and bought the home test from Walgreens, and it's cool. It's by Abbott, and it's called Buy Next Now. Can you see that? Yeah. Buy Next Now. And it was about $25 maybe. Yeah, about $25, $24, $23.99, something like that, $25. And so I bought like 4 of these because Walgreens had a limit. You only can buy 4 per visit. So I could come back the next day and buy some more if I wanted to. Now, this does add up a bit, $24, $25 per test. So I got that 4, and I took the test, and it said positive. So let me show you what it looks like. So you have your box, and you will have your directions, of course. And it tells you everything to do, different languages, and all that good stuff. Okay, so it looks like this when you take it out the box. I don't want the stuff to fall, so I'm trying to tilt it slowly. I said that, and look what happened. Okay, so that was the actual kit thing that you get so that you can perform the test. And then you also get this. This is the liquid in there that you'll have to put on the pad so that you can put this, the Q-tip. See that? So you get a Q-tip that you must insert into your nose. Now, it says to about right here to insert it, but everybody says go as far as you can so that you can get accurate results. So you take this Q-tip, be very careful, and you take it and put it in there, and then you circle around 5 times slowly, right? But you're counting, like trying to count for 15 seconds during that 5 times that you're doing the circle. You want to try to count to about 15 seconds when you're doing your 5 times circle, just on this one nostril. Then you take it out, excuse me, and then you put it over here and do the exact same thing, counting to 15 seconds, doing 5 circles 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it should be 15 seconds. So you have to do it slowly so that you can get accurate results. And then you have, I don't want to open up the other kit because we're not using it. So I'm going to separate this. So this is what it looks like. When you get it in your packet, it's like this. You'll open it up, lay it flat, and then this is where the Q-tip would be inserted. So once you do all of what I just said, you're going to, before the Q-tip, you're going to, these little holes here, you're going to drop so many drops in here. I think it's 6. So you're going to drop so many drops in here, and then you're going to take and insert the Q-tip and then turn 1, 2, 3 slowly. Once you do that, you wait a couple seconds, and then you're going to close it and seal it. But you're going to make sure that it's flat the whole entire time. You can't do all of what I've been doing and all of this and what, because it can mess up your results. So that's what you'll do, and then you'll set your timer for 15 minutes. Now, my first one that I did was positive. See that? I'm going to make sure the light's not getting in your way. And then my second one, yay, was negative. See that? Now, mind you, it did take me about 10 to 11 days before I tested. Yeah, about 11 days before I tested negative. I was better before then, but I didn't test negative till that time. And then, so what I was going to tell you was I had the achy feeling. Then I started within the next day I started getting like a sore throat. So my throat was sore. I'm like, oh my gosh, That was the second day. Third day, I started getting an earache. Nobody even mentioned having earaches. I had an earache. I didn't have a cough. No cough whatsoever. And you hear people talking about having a cough all the time. No cough here. Not here. No cough. And then runny nose was a little bit. And I think it was a little bit for a day or two. And I think that was what contributed to me having the earache. So I was doing all these home remedies because, I called my doctor. My doctor said, oh, yeah, it's a viral infection. We can't give you anything. It just has to take its course. And I'm like, you have to do over-the-counter stuff. And I'm like, argh! So I'm doing nighttime, and I'm doing ear medicine, trying to get this earache under control. So all of this went on. Earache went on for about 3 days. The sore throat went on about 5 to 6 days. Yeah. But those are the only symptoms that I have. But that sore throat was a beast. No joke whatsoever. And so I was so glad to be over all that. And I was very tired. And I was very tired because I was taking a lot of nighttime medicine. No, I wasn't taking cold medicine. I was taking nighttime medicine. I was gargling with salt water. And what else? Oh. I was taking throat drops. Throat lozenger drops. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, some people use them for coughing, and then you can use it for sore throat. So I was using it for sore throat in addition to the salt water. And then I also did gargling with peroxide. I was gargling with mouthwash. I was trying everything, just to feel better, because a sore throat is not a joke. You can't eat, and every time you swallow, you're like, it hurts, it really hurts. So I went through all of that, and as time went on, you just got to go through the process. You got to wait the day. So I was really tired, watched a lot of TV, relaxed, and waited it out. And then I was fine. Praise God, I was fine. No more problems. So that is one of the tests that they have. But they also have this self-test here for the coronavirus, COVID-19 home test. This was another one. This one this one is, you can purchase it at Amazon. Now, let me tell you this. If you want to purchase on Amazon, you know, because maybe it's a couple dollars cheaper, order like really soon, because before anybody gets sick, because I say this because it takes like 3 weeks to get it. It takes 3 weeks. We ordered like several. Oops. We ordered like several of these, and it takes like 3 weeks to get it. But Walgreens had them. Then Walgreens ran out for a bit. Now Walgreens, Kroger, Walmart, all of them, the contract that they had with this company has ended. It ended at around December 26th. You're saying, okay, so what does that mean? Contract with these people, what does that mean? What that means is that it went up. Pricing went up like $3 to $5 at different stores. So you will be paying more than you paid on December 26th. That contract is over with. All of the stores I just mentioned, the Kroger, the Walmart, the Walgreens. So they're all charging more than they were before. But Amazon, it is cheaper, but it takes way longer. Oh, and then also, I'll put it in the description at the below, telling you that there's a free site a website that you can go to, and you can order four. Let me say that again. 4 free home tests, COVID tests, free. 4, but only 4 per household. So even if there's 6 of you in one household, 4 per household. Okay, so I hope all of this helped you all. I couldn't wait to share it with you, because a lot of people aren't sharing everything with you, like every little experience that they had, or I haven't seen it. So I could be wrong. There's probably a whole bunch of videos out here and I just missed them. And I felt that you needed to see them. Before that, there's another one too. Walgreens, you can drive up to the window, you can do these rapid tests, and then they notify you in an hour. You go to the window, they tell you what to do. You do all of that, and then they let you know within an hour what your results are. Okay, that's one thing that you can do. But they also have, it's called the PCR, right? Yeah, it's called the PCR test. Totally different. So they walk you through the different things to do. You know, you still do the wipe here, wipe there, but they have this little liquid in a bottle, and you take that nose thing that you use is only this long. The one that they give you for the PCR test. So you take that, you do this, do that, and then you put it in the jar, you tighten it up really good, and they have you put it in a plastic bag, and you take that one and you put it in another plastic bag, and then you'll give it back to them, and they will send it away to a lab. So those results, you know, when you read it says, within 24 to 48, maybe 5 days. You get it back in 5 days. Nobody that I've talked to gets it back in 3 days. Nobody. At least, maybe this part of the world, nobody gets it back in 3 days. They get it back in 5. The PCR test, but they're very thorough with this test, and they do all these different things like 6, 7, 18 times to make sure they know what your results are. But before you leave Walgreens, you do all of what I just said. Then they give you a script. And you don't have to pay for it. It's free like the other one. And then they give you a COVID-19 fact sheet and all that good stuff for you to read. And then they give you, I don't have it, but they give you this other little card that has the lab's website and phone number information and all that good stuff. So you will go ahead and go to this website and register, and then you can check back in several days to see what your results are on this website. So I hope all of this information has been very helpful to you. I hope that you're more informed from my video today, and I hope that you remember to subscribe, and I hope that you give me a thumbs up, and I hope that you share this with your friends and family to just make them or let them also be more informed. I love you all, and I hope that you come back from the next video that I will be posting here next week. Thank you so much, and have a blessed, wonderful day.